Doctors will call us and they'll say, how do I promote on radio?
Right, and it's as we've explained before, it's a bit more risky of a medium than direct mail.
Well, if
print.
if you're not already in those mediums.
If you're not already in
right.
it, yeah. So what do you do with radio? Well, there's several prerequisites. You of course have to understand the target market that the radio station serves, and they will know that usually. But it's always good, and we do this ourselves with our own clients. We have a media consultant, and he will go out and he will study and do a media strategy analysis and study of the whole area, and he will choose the correct station that serves the correct target market for the practice.
The right programming, the right timing, the right rotation.
Right.
All that stuff.
And that's critical. If you get that wrong, nothing else
doesn't
will
matter
work.
What your ad says at that point.
It doesn't. And then, of course, there's the ads themselves. How are you going to run these? At what frequency? What topics you're going to cover? Should the dentist be the one speaking in the ad, or should you hire a pro? Or how do you do this, right? And there's volumes about this, and there's big sections in all of our books about this, so I can't really give you all the details. But let me give you the ideal situation as far as this particular question about how should I conduct the radio spots and who should do them and that sort of thing. What we found over the years is that if you can identify let's say the top 5 marketable attributes of your practice, that might be 6-month smiles, it might be Invisalign, it might be sleep apnea, it might be implants, it might be core deep bleaching, anything like that. And you start out, you're going to, like we've explained before, you do these in a rotation. You have one topic and that runs for a length of time, and then the next topic and the next topic, and then it keeps recycling through the whole programming period. And that will let people know 5 reasons to choose you rather than just one.
Right.
And it will also let them know that you do more than just one thing.
Right.
And then the next best thing that you can do is get that radio spot written or read by the most popular radio personality during drive time. Drive time being morning and evening, or afternoon when people are coming home from work. Usually most cities will have, they're not DJs, they're radio personalities that have been with the station for years and years, and they have a strong audience following. People tend to trust these people more because they're a kind of a celebrity in the local market. Get that person to be the speaker. And it's even better if you can get him to be a patient first, or
That's
her.
the best.
That's the best.
Right.
That's not always possible, but if you can arrange that, please do it.
Right.
And then you'll have a much better shot at being successful at radio if you do those steps.
Yep. It's from a business standpoint, from a number standpoint, and a budget standpoint, most markets that we analyze, you're looking at $3,000, $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. Radio and you, in expectation wise, don't expect anything for 90 days. Yeah. Okay. If your phone rings off of these ads in the first 90 days, just think of it as icing on the cake. Okay. Because radio is one of those mediums, and we go into great detail in the book.
Right.
Okay. And the online series. Radio is one of those mediums where you have to build frequency. You've probably heard of frequency before, and it's 11 touches before they ever even remember your name. Okay, that's, it's you have to do that for that long. So if you constrict the budget, then it takes longer to get the frequency. Okay? So dentists who commit to radio, especially if they're working with us, already have a great internal position, already have a tremendous internet position, already have a robust mail campaign, have established a print media presence that is working statistically, have enough room in the budget left over, then they go into radio. Yep. Okay? Otherwise, if you take all the budget that was necessary to build all these foundational staples and you went into radio, you're taking
enormous risk.
You might as well just go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Okay? Even if you did it right, even if you hired our media analyst, even if you had us do all the ads, and even if the on-air personality was your best friend, okay, there's still an inordinate risk, okay, to putting that large of a chunk of your marketing budget into one medium, okay, before you do all the rest of them. Doesn't mean it doesn't work, because we have a ton of patients on radio, okay?
Clients on radio, yeah.
Tons of clients on radio, but I said patients, but they got there in the right way.
Yeah.
That's my point. We just didn't say, yeah, let's do radio, because that's not what we do here, so.
Yeah, and that's what you have to be, you have to watch. Resist the impulse to take huge amounts of your budget and dive into radio without the foundational prerequisites.
Right.